welcome back to my channel. So as y'all can see by the title, today I'm going to be doing a pregnancy Q&A finally. I'm just going to be getting ready while I answer y'all's questions about my pregnancy. I am 34 weeks this week, which means I have about a few more weeks left, 4 to like 5, because I don't think I'm gonna make it to 40. I had asked y'all on Instagram, I'm gonna use my iPad for this, but I had asked y'all on Instagram to ask me good questions, so we're just gonna be picking questions out of here. Okay, so the main question that I always get is, what symptoms did you have before realizing you were pregnant? One of the first symptoms that I had were my boobs. I was also sleeping a lot. And then I remember I had like one night I was laying down and I was like craving like a Red Bull with creamer. If y'all know, they used to like, it was like a trend last year to like put creamer in your Red Bull and like to just drink it. And I had been making those almost daily, I want to say. And I was craving one of those at night, but I didn't have a Red Bull. So I remember thinking to myself like, what if I just use a Coke instead of a Red Bull, like put creamer in a Coke? And I remember thinking like, that's so weird, like why the fuck are you thinking that? And like I was already pregnant, but I didn't like realize it. And now looking back at it, I'm like, dude, that was a pregnancy craving. Who was the first person to know about your pregnancy? The first person to know about my pregnancy was my sister. This question says, did you experience hair loss or hair growth during pregnancy? I have experienced hair growth. My hair did get like thicker. Like I have a lot of like hairs that like baby hairs, I want to say. Like in the back of my head, and then like I have a few here in the front because I been taking my prenatals, and if y'all don't know, prenatals make your hair grow. For the most of my pregnancy, I've had my extensions in, so you can't really tell, but when I take my extensions off, my hair is longer than what it used to be and thicker. Next question says, what has been my biggest craving? My biggest craving has been sour stuff. Like even before I knew the gender of my baby, which is a boy by the way, I always like crave like spicy or really sour stuff, and a lot of people say that's like boy symptoms, but I had really like bad nausea, which goes into my next question, is what was the most difficult part for you during pregnancy? By the way, love you and you're glowing. Thank you, honey. The most difficult part of my pregnancy was my first trimester, you guys. Oh my god, I was literally like, my first trimester was a living fucking hell, you guys. Like even my boyfriend can fucking vouch for me when I say this. Like it was the worst time of my fucking life. Like you guys, I couldn't even fucking breathe without throwing up. I had really bad nausea. It was to the point where, you guys, I couldn't even drink like regular water, like room temperature water. I couldn't drink. It had to be ice cold water or I would throw it up. Like it was horrible. This next question says, how did you tell your parents you were pregnant? A lot of y'all know I'm not like close to my dad. My mom raised me as a single mother, or us, my siblings and me. So when I told her, my mom, she cried. I gave her like a little basket, and it was like the pregnancy test, and it was like 2 shirts, 2 baby shirts, and then like a little like stuffed animal thing. I told my dad over the phone. My dad was already like hearing the rumors from like TikTok, because a lot of y'all like had suspicions that I was pregnant. A lot of my comments on my live videos or on my TikToks was, oh, you're pregnant, like I could see you're pregnant. Like, so my dad had already suspicions, and then one day he called me and he was like, so I'm hearing that you're pregnant, like this and that. And I was like, and I had already like planned to like tell him that same day that he called, which is fucking insane. So I was like, yeah, you're gonna be a grandpa. He was like, oh, like I'm so happy for you, like this and that. This next question says, did you get any stretch marks? And you guys, I did not, or I have not yet gotten any stretch marks, which I thank God for, because I feel like I've gotten so big, like for my body, like for my, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I've always been super skinny my whole life. So like for my belly to be this big, it's like I should have gotten stretch marks, but I didn't. They could still come. I've heard a lot of situations where your stretch marks come in after you give birth. This is my belly, by the way. I'm telling you guys, I'm so huge, but I have not gotten any stretch marks. This week has been like one of the weeks where I've been itching like the most. Like, it just itches so bad, but I try not to scratch because that's what causes stretch marks. I've also heard that stretch marks are genetic. And my mom, supposedly, she didn't ever have stretch marks with either 4 of my other siblings when she was pregnant. So it might be that, maybe my genetics. But my sisters did have stretch marks, so I'm just confused. But I don't know. I also haven't been like taking care of, like, I don't have a belly routine. A lot of you ask me if I have a belly routine, and I don't. I was recommended like some oils, which I'll show y'all. It's this like bio oil thing. And I was using like the stretch mark cream as well. But that only lasted a few weeks, and then I stopped doing it. Did you vlog your family's and Edgar's family's reaction to your pregnancy? The only reaction that I recorded was my mom's, and I feel like that just comes from like my shyness. Edgar's parents, though, they reacted happy, like they were happy for us. His family has been so like nice to me this whole pregnancy. They were nice to me already, but his family is literally like, I always tell Edgar this, that his mom is like every girl's like dream suegra. Like, she's so kind. Like, she treats me as her like literally daughter. Do you have any baby names in mind? I also get this question a lot, and yes, we already do know his name. We're gonna announce it when he's born. The second that we found out that he was a boy, we had his name already, like that same, literally like maybe an hour after the gender reveal, we were like, okay, his name is gonna be this. Middle name as well, we knew from that day what we wanted it to be. So we've been having his name ever since the gender reveal, ever since we found out that he was a boy. This next question says, what has been your weirdest pregnancy craving yet? Honestly, you guys, I don't think I ever had like a weird pregnancy craving, except for the one that I told you at the beginning. For the most part, I just crave like regular foods. Like, I remember at the start of my pregnancy, I would always crave like Subway. When are you due? I think I'm gonna finally answer this question on here. My due date is June 3rd. Like, that's what they told me my due date was gonna be. But recently I had 30 weeks. I had went to my to like a growth scan for the baby, because they were kind of concerned that he was gonna be too little for my body since I'm little, or they were also concerned that he might have been too big for my body. My OB just said that like they do growth scans for like tiny moms. They told me that he's measuring 3 weeks ahead, and he's in the 99th percentile, which means that my due date like basically changed. My original due date was supposed to be June 3rd. I still don't know if he'll come then. Say hi. Oh my god. How's it going so far? Has it been tough? Honestly, I feel like my pregnancy has been a roller coaster. Like, I feel like at the beginning I was definitely going through a lot of shit mentally, and I would cry all the time, you guys. Like, I would always feel so guilty, because they say that whenever like that your baby feels like everything 10 times like worse. So whenever I would cry, I would feel so guilty, because obviously I don't want my baby to like feel whatever I was feeling, and I was feeling like shit, you guys. Like, I would cry so much. I'm not gonna get into detail as to why. I want to say starting my 2nd trimester, things started to get a little better, and I started, you know, like seeing like the bright side of things. And I guess like you could say like I stopped like having like depressive episodes, because I feel like that's what it would be. Like, it would be depressive episodes. Like, there would be days where I would feel fine, and then there would be other days where I was just so like over everything, and I was just so sad. But for the most part, I would say my pregnancy has been a really good pregnancy, and my boyfriend has been a very big part of that. He's been super supportive and super understanding. I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like these last few weeks I've been super like, I don't even want to say depressed or sad, because like I said, it's like depressive episodes. And it's honestly, it's not even like episodes. My light went out. I feel like ever since I hit 30 weeks, I've just been like struggling mentally to the point where I don't even know why I've like been feeling sad. And I was just talking to my boyfriend about this yesterday. But yeah, like I don't even know sometimes like why I be crying. Like yesterday was one of the days where I just felt like nothing was making me happy, and I just be feeling so guilty as well, because you guys, I have everything I've ever wanted. When I be feeling like that, I be feeling so guilty because I just feel so ungrateful. But at the same time, I know it's just my hormones. And days where I just feel so like out of it, like my body just hurts. I just don't know how to explain it. Like I'm having like pregnancy brain right now. Just know that some days this pregnancy does like take a big toll on me. This next question, I've seen this question a lot. You guys are asking me if I'm scared or nervous to give birth, and honestly, yes, I am. I was just telling my boyfriend that I feel like mentally ready to be a mom, because I've always wanted to be a mom. Like I've always, you know, dreamt of this, but I do not feel mentally ready to give birth. That's one thing that I've been thinking about, especially these last few weeks. Like giving birth has just been on my mind every day, like 24/7. I kid you not, you guys. I want to do it without the epidural because of its long-term effects. But recently I had Braxton Hicks, so I was kind of like, dude, like if this is Braxton Hicks, just Braxton Hicks, I don't even want to know how the fuck real contractions feel like fuck no. With those Braxton Hicks, I was just fucking already thinking about the epidural. Like I don't even want to know. Like I don't know how the fuck, if you gave birth without an epidural, like girl, props to fucking you. And no shade to whoever gets an epidural. Like I'm just saying, like you must be one strong ass fucking bitch for you to fucking not get an epidural. How to shave. I'm 6 months and can't see. You guys, I kid you not, I have not seen my coochie in months. Like these last few months when I like shave, you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I go in blind. Like I don't even know where the fuck I'm shaving at. Like I just go based on like feeling. Do you think you'll be due anytime soon? Honestly, you guys, I think like I be having like a feeling that he's gonna come early, but I at least want to make it to my baby shower first, because my baby shower is coming up. And after my baby shower, I don't care if he comes. Like he can come after my baby shower. He just needs to stay in there until we have the baby shower, and then he could do whatever he wants. A lot of you also keep asking me if I'm going to do a labor and delivery vlog, and yes, I am. I do plan to. What's the most beautiful thing you've experienced during your pregnancy so far? Honestly, you guys, I feel like the most beautiful thing that I've experienced is feeling like my baby kick. I remember when I like first felt him move. I kid you not, you guys, I felt him move from like 13 weeks. Like it was super early when I felt him move, but at the time it didn't feel obviously how it feels right now. Right now it feels like more intense, but I did feel him move like super early on. Like it would feel like butterfly. Do you ever think you'll miss your life before having a baby? Honestly, you guys, I don't think so. I know I say that like right now, and like a lot of people say that, but I truly honestly feel like this baby healed me. I feel like I was so lost before I was pregnant, and this baby just made me like, I don't know, like I feel like I have a purpose in life now. I think that's where I'm gonna leave the questions at. I'll probably end up answering more questions like on a TikTok live or something. If you don't follow me on TikTok, I'll put it like somewhere here. But I'm gonna do my eyes off camera and then my hair, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so I am back. I look completely different from the start of this video to the end because I know how the fuck to do my makeup so that I look skinny again, because obviously I'm fucking fat as shit. Catfish 101, that one. I did my hair, I put on my lashes, I did my lips. This is how it turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hoped I answered most of you guys' questions. A lot of them were repeated. If you do have like any questions that I didn't answer, comment them under this video and I will try to answer as much as I can. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.